Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Star, and today I'm going to be drawing my OC Nye and also doing grayscale to color. So as pretty much always, I found this reference on Pinterest and I just flipped it, and I'm going to be changing the pose a little bit to fit like what I'm going for. As far as the grayscale to color process goes, the beginning is going to be the same as usual, you know, just sketching and then the line art. So all of that is going to be as usual. So I guess I'll just let the sketching part play out. It's been a while since I've done a voiceover, and it's like I just kind of forced myself to stop making them because I felt like I had to stick to a certain type of video, and I thought like sticking to a certain type of video would help, I guess, just my channel or whatever. But lately I just been feeling so weird about like my art and my business and just like social media in general, that now I just want to get back to making what I feel like making, no matter what it is or if it fits like or not. So if I feel like making voiceovers, I'll do that. If I want to do ASMR videos, I'll do that. If I want to do neither, I'll just do neither. I just want to get back to having fun making stuff. So I need to start putting a lot less restrictions. So I think the next couple videos might be voiceovers, and maybe there's like the next two. I don't know. We'll see. At this point, I'm just winging it again. This drawing is actually my second attempt at grayscale to color. The drawing I did before this one was the first attempt, and it was this one. I drew his brother first, trying to do grayscale to color. Recently, I was really sick. I had the flu, so I wasn't able to draw or anything for like a week. And while I had my little drawing break, I watched a few like art videos, and I came across this video where this artist went over how she does grayscale to color. And it just like clicked in my brain after that. It's like I always wanted to do grayscale to color, but for some reason it just never looked right. Like I would always try to like have the shading layer be the base layer and then try to put a whole bunch of color mode layers on top of that one, and it just never looked good. But when she said to put the shading layer as multiply, so she switched the color mode to multiply, it was like as soon as she said it, I was just like, duh, why didn't I ever try to do that? It just seems so much easier. So after figuring that out, I was really excited to try to do it that way. So even though I was still pretty sick, I tried drawing, and this drawing took like 4 days. It took like 4 days to do, which is kind of a long time, to be honest, for a single person like illustration. But I was sick, so I had to keep taking breaks. But doing the first grayscale to color for that one, it like turned out very well. So I wanted to do a matching one for Nye. So after all the line art is done, I decided to fill in his shape just so I can use it as a reference layer for when I'm shading. And then after I finish that, I do a layer on top and set it to multiply. And then I set it to 50%, but I think later I changed it to 60%. But I set the layer to, I'm gonna just say 60%, and start doing the harsh shadows. So I took my line art brush and I'm just using that to shade all the hard shadows first. And I'm using the same color that I used for my line art. I softened up some of the edges using like the airbrush eraser and the lasso tool. And then after I do that, I can get my rendering brush and add some soft shadows. And for a while, I just kind of go back and forth between using like harsher shadows and softer shadows, just wherever I see fit, I guess. And doing a lot of like airbrushing for soft transitions. I add a new multiply layer set to 30%, and I use that layer for darker shadows. Like, I don't want it to be completely black, but I want it to be darker than the layer before. I also flip back and forth between both of my multiply layers, adding darker and lighter shadows where I feel like it needs, where it needs to be. I think this is the last multiply layer I add, and this one is just full opacity, so I add in just really dark shadows wherever I want it to be. But after I do that, I merge all the layers together. And now that the shading is all done, merge all that together, and now we put a layer underneath, a normal layer, so we can start coloring. So just get a normal layer, put it underneath your multiply layer, and you just put it all your flats in. It was so hard choosing the colors for his outfit, so you're going to be seeing the colors flip around a lot until I finally decided on something. Having most of the shading done before I even get to the colors is just so nice. It feels like most of the hard work is already done, and now I can just focus on figuring out the colors, and you already know what it looks like while it's shaded. It's just, I don't know, and then when you fill in the colors, it already looks so good. I just love doing grayscale to color now. That's pretty much all I've been doing for any drawing, for all of my comics. Like, I don't know, I'm just gonna be doing grayscale to color now. Once I feel like I picked out my color scheme, I add a clipping layer to the shading layer, and I color on top of it so I can change the color of the shading to fit the area. So like the skin tone, I'll put like a reddish brown like over the shading to just warm up his skin. So once I do that, I I can add more shading and stuff to like his skin, like some, you know, like blush and stuff and highlights and stuff like that, and color in his lips. Okay, so I messed up while recording. I took a bathroom break, and when I got back, I forgot to push play. So this is the drawing all done. I just wanted to show what else I did. So I added like some gradients to his shirt, and then I added a multiply layer as shading, and then an add layer to add rim lighting so it can be like he's backlit. But pretty much that's it. Oh, except for I added a noise layer as an overlay to add some texture to the drawing. I've set it to a really low percentage, but that was pretty much it. Sorry for messing up the end of the recording. I'm really happy with this drawing. I'm really happy with Greyscale to color, and I'm happy that you stopped by to watch my video. And I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you. Bye.